Most of my friends in gangs, my new nickname is Genghis Khan, but without the yay, but his last name's my side. I ride with that demeanors. I'm armed to the teeth. You're Venus and you've never been to the Venus.
Well, at least we getting some news. Some news. No official, really 2K news, even though the game is less than a month now. So hopefully, this is what's going to happen. They're going to release this stuff 2 weeks before the game, which is insane. But let's go ahead and just break down the info we already got.
All right, the bread and butter, as we all know, of any NBA 2K experience is the gameplay. It's the basketball. It's why you buy the game. NBA 2K22 takes huge steps to making that experience better than ever, with a very sharp focus on offense and defense and making those components more skill-based.
I already spoke to y'all, and I knew he was going to say that. I already spoke to y'all about that. I already spoke about that. Are you going to make it skill-based, or are you going to make it more tedious? Because I want to actually feel like I'm better than the player, not I got to press a million fucking buttons, and he presses them faster than me, so he won. No. If it actually based on strategy, knowing your personnel, knowing how to release, knowing anticipation, all that stuff, then we can do that. But not who can press a million buttons in 8 different ways the fastest. No, that's not skill. No.
And less random animation base. We've made NBA 2K22 both the most accessible and the most enjoyable.
This is the bad thing. And whoa. Hold up. Nah, we gotta go back.
Less random animation base.
Okay, so animation based. Less random animation based. This is the thing about that. As long as I can't trigger a specific cheese animation, then we're okay. But the random animations sometimes help because in past 2Ks, we have had players that knew how to trigger specific animations every single time. And that gave them a tremendous advantage. Because they knew how to trigger this animation that makes them get past you no matter what. Or that helps them make the shot no matter what. So I won't say random, I would say organic. But if these are, or if you're able to trigger these, that's not a good thing. But I don't know what that means.
We've made NBA 2K22 both the most accessible and the most enjoyable NBA 2K experience.
See, this is what I don't get. How are you going to make a game accessible and make it skill based? Like y'all saying, we making it so much. It's all about skill. It's way more skill based. Look, accessibility for people who don't understand it is how easy is it for a new player to come and pick up and play the game? Accessibility is not high on my list. Do you know why it is not high on my list? Because the game needs to have a skill gap, and the game also needs to be fun. And if the game is fun, even if you're bad at it, even if you're terrible at it, you're going to take time to learn. That's what it needs to be. Don't make the game easy so that everybody can play. So you just said something that contradicted your last statement. Those two things don't match. They don't match. You can't say skill-based, and then say accessibility. That's two different fucking things. Because usually the devs that preach accessibility are the people that say, oh, okay, yeah, we need to make this easy and simple enough so that people can just pick up and play. All the tough games, whether you talk about Dark Souls, whether you talk, case in point, take Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is not an accessible game by any means. You have to take time and you have to sit and learn how to do combos, how to line up shit, how to predict shit, how to do all this type of stuff. And if you don't, you're going to get destroyed. But it's fun enough that you're willing to learn that. So accessibility in a video game shouldn't matter that much if the game is fun. You shouldn't be liking you shouldn't be liking games because they're easy. Oh, it's fun because it's easy. No.
To date, users are going to have complete control over layups and dunks and those mechanics. In previous years, you would kind of run towards the basket, you'd press, the shoot button, and something would happen. This year, you have control over the outcome, the animation, and that's something that.
But here's the thing again: control over the animation. I don't like that because then you have to make sure every single animation is not overpowered. Every single animation is not exploitive. Because if you're telling me, he's basically saying, if I'm not mistaken, that you can create or trigger some animations. I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that at all.
While it may sound like there is complexity added to it,
it is, because it is. No, not complexity. Like I said, tedious. The difference between being complex and just tedious.
It's really not. It puts the control in your hands. You feel good when you make it. You understand when you miss. And we think our fans are going to love it. And we know they are, because probably the mode that most of you play, that most everyone plays, is our My Career mode. It is our narrative-driven experience that allows you to effectively go from rags to riches, to go from high school to the NBA. In NBA 2K22, it is back, and it is bigger than ever in many different ways. On the next-gen consoles, My Career is completely integrated with the city.
Now, let's see what this means. Hopefully, he explains this, because I got to tell you off rip, this sounds horrible.
And what does that mean? I would say in previous years, My Career was kind of akin to a movie. You would start it, you would get a 5-minute sequence, and you would just go play games, and you'd eventually get more sequences.
That's y'all fault, though. What the hell is he talking about? That is y'all fault. That's y'all not being creative enough. That's y'all not adding enough cutscenes. That's y'all not making an actual story that lasts more than one season. Stop acting like that's just something that just happened. Oh, when you're cutting your grass, weeds grow up. No, that's not what happened. You did that purposely. You just saying it like it's just something that happened. No, y'all did that purposely. Everybody likes cutscenes. They're not enough, and the story is ridiculous.
This year, like I said, it's completely integrated. You are going to have an intro, and right away your player is running around the city. He's talking to agents. He's talking to his best friend, coaches. It's very RPG-like. You are experiencing this rise to fame in the city that you live in.
What this is saying, and I hope y'all realize this, what this is saying is, look, we're trying to take the people who like My Career just like My Career and don't like the park or anything else. We're trying to take y'all completely out the equation. That's what they're saying. They saying for you guys who just like My Career, we really don't give a fuck about you. So we're going to take you out the equation altogether. So we're not going to have a story. We're going to put you right into the park with everybody else, and we're going to force you to play the mode we want to play. That's sad for My Career people. I don't play My Career because, goodness gracious, man, that'll add 30 years to your life. But if you do, they trying to get you out the way.
It's a really cool feeling, and it's a really big evolution for sports video games. Our current gen consoles, because again, we're really making 2 games this year. We're making a brand new next gen experience for our next gen consoles.
Not a good thing, but okay.
And those users. And we're doing the same thing for current gen. Current gen also has a fully rich narrative that people will enjoy in a more traditional theme. You're on the boat, which we talked about earlier, and you're getting the full My Career experience in a way that you've been experiencing for many years. So no matter which version of the game you purchase, you're getting a brand new experience that we know.
So that's it.
Okay, I really don't like that last part, and I hope y'all know what that means. Like I said before, I really don't like that last part. I don't. About him saying, oh, we're going to start you. They taking the story out. So really, they saying, look, we don't want to put developers and put money towards an actual story. So we're going to take the story out the equation. And we're probably going to put the devs that were working on the story, we're probably going to put them on my team. The mode where it's pay to win. We're probably going to put those developers there, so we can create a better My Team experience. Because I guarantee you, those My Career people who did the story and who create and write the story, they're not in the park. They're taking them and they're putting them on My Team. because that's how these developers do. But that was it. Quick video. Let me know what y'all think about it. I hate that last part. Let me know how y'all feel about the dunks and layups all in your control. People are going to be triggering animations, and I guarantee you it's going to be some quick patches with that. I guarantee you. But let me know what y'all think, and I'll holler at y'all later.